Hi, I'm Shelley Samone, and this is She's Arrived, a journey of self-discovery. But this isn't just small talk. Here, we go deep with stories and conversations with people who have found their thing, and through it, have stepped into their calling. Hey, it's Shelley. You've picked up the call. Good. That means you've been doing your thing with some sense of duty. You've come to the realization that your gifts aren't just meant for pleasure, but for a higher purpose. And if your experience was anything like mine, that realization stopped you in your tracks. I've got to be real with you. It took me a long time to make this call. I felt like I was losing my mind. It had become undeniable. I had reached a state of vulnerability. I had to stop carrying unnecessary baggage and start unpacking. Once I realized this, I said to myself, I've been down this road before. If you've pursued your thing long enough to have found your calling, then you know the journey of self-discovery isn't linear. It's cyclical. I've been on my journey over 10 years, so I know the pattern. And you know how it is when you find yourself in a difficult situation you've been through before, maybe even a few times. Your self-confidence increases in your ability to get through it, and rightfully so. The same principles that applied to the journey before still apply now. So I tried to take the shortcut and mapped out the journey based on how I had unpacked my experiences in the past. I plan to make the call and talk to you about what it last cost me to get to a better place within myself. Comfort, familiarity, instant gratification. But I couldn't carry it out. I thought the problem was a lack of focus, and one of the avenues I take to reset my mind is to read just for fun. I live within walking distance of my favorite landmark in the entire world, the Harold Washington Library, and so I went up there to check out a few books. While reading the novel, My Dark Vanessa, I came to a chapter where the very first paragraph said, Vanessa, you must be better about showing your steps. It went on to say, otherwise, how will I understand how you arrived at the answers? These words reflected so clearly the duty I was given when I was challenged to share my journey beyond my travel experiences. If you missed that call, you can still go back and listen. It's the last message I left you in the first season, where I talked about how I used to share the most glamorous parts of my journey on social media, but failed to share the most rewarding, which is self-discovery. Let me ask you, have you ever considered that your calling required you to become vulnerable? That's what I found myself wondering. I was reminded to show my steps, but couldn't I leave out step one, where I went to the liquor store and bought the biggest bottle of scotch on the shelf? Or step two, when I sampled a few pre-rolls until I found just the right strain of flour? And how important is step three, where I indulged in fast food until I became 12 pounds over my desired weight and lost my shape? And step four is really just a repeat of step one, where in less than a week, I bought another handle of scotch just to get over the fatigue. Listen, I don't have to tell you that finding yourself doesn't mean life becomes a constant state of paradise. It can be hell sometimes, but people prefer the shortcuts, right? The answer came to me. Oversharing is taxing. My duty wasn't vulnerability. It was authenticity. And authenticity takes time. The whole depends on how long it takes before the appropriate currency is invested. So, the next time you find yourself planning shortcuts or rushing the journey, remember, this isn't a quick getaway with the full itinerary. It's a calling.